Interesting points brought up by Mr. Roper there and the news team.
Yeah.
Is TGS ready to be the next E3? Will anything ever replace E3?
It's yeah. I really liked the point he made that he was hoping that E3 would gravitate more in the direction of a consumer event. And yeah, it is a lot of work to put on the fancy shows and all that, but so many people out there love to see coverage of that show. It is so exciting for the viewers out there. So to basically kind of give them the finger and say, hey, this is strictly business, you know, forget all that stuff, I don't know, it's definitely going to lose something. So here's hoping, I don't know that Tokyo Game Show is going to pull it off next year, but I think something's going to fill that void in the next couple of years.
Bill Roper's, again, his point about the convergence of, you know, all these different kind of entertainment mediums and, you know, kind of bring that together for the future for TGS, that makes a lot of sense to me as well, just because it is kind of happening throughout all these different mediums anyways, kind of organically, and, you know, why not have the trade shows reflect that?
And Tor and the crew also talked about whose press conference was best, and a lot of people were disappointed by Sony's, even though we got to see a lot of Africa. Regardless, after day one of the Tokyo Game Show, Sony had a private event at their actual physical headquarters, like, you know, where Ken Kutaragi's office is.
That's crazy. And
our guys got to see a whole bunch of games, got to play a whole bunch of games, and we're about to see some of that in a second. But first, here's the address, the informal address given by Phil Harrison, Kaz Hirai, and Ken Kutaragi. Check it out.
So as Charlotte said, welcome to Sony Computer Entertainment headquarters here in Tokyo. This building, I think, about 2 years now has been our headquarters. And just by coming up in the elevator and looking at the panel with all the departments on the elevator tells you a lot about what goes on in this building. This is where all the hardware planning is done, where all the software R&D for the platforms are done, where the corporate headquarters is, and where Mr. Kutaragi's office is, above us here. And also the PlayStation Lounge, which is the room that we're in today. This is actually the first time we've opened the doors of the PlayStation Lounge to anybody other than our employees. We like to think of this as the private restaurant with the best view in Tokyo, as I'm sure you'll agree, out of the windows. It's lovely. For those movie fans amongst you who know the movie Lost in Translation, the Park Hyatt Hotel is that one over there, which is lit up, so you may want to check that out later. But I'd like to extend a welcome and a thank you on behalf of everybody at Sony Computer Entertainment and welcome you here this evening for what is a very relaxed and informal opportunity for you to play the games and get to meet the creators and also speak with some of the management of the company as well. And here to welcome you, certainly our North American and European friends, I'd like to invite Kaz Hirai and David Reeves, the presidents of SCEA and SCEE, respectively. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much for coming. I hope everybody had a great time over at the show today. A lot of great game titles that we're showing for the first time in its new and improved state. Thanks to Phil and his group and to all the third-party publishing partners from around the world. Very excited to have everybody here at the headquarters office here. And also, for those of you in North America, just wanted to let you know that, as we get closer to launch on November 17th, we're going to be having some more events for the North American market to really talk more about our plans for the launch. And so you'll get more information as we get closer. But we plan to do something again towards the end of October. So keep an eye out for that as well. But in the meantime, I just wanted to welcome everybody again, and thanks for your support and continuing support for the PlayStation family of products as well. So on to David.
Thanks very much, guys. Well, welcome to all the European and I guess Australian, New Zealand journalists as well. Of course, our apologies for those who've come all this way, and we're expecting, of course, to see a launch in Europe before Christmas. That's not so good news. The good news is, though, that I think that by Christmas '07, Europe is going to be number one. That's my prediction. As always, we're very optimistic about it. So please enjoy yourselves tonight, support us, and thank you very much, Phil, for your team for putting on the show at Makuhari today. Thank you, Charlotte, for organising this with your team. Enjoy yourselves, but most of all, play the games, write about the games, and let's have fun. Thank you very much. Back to Phil. Thank you, David. Well, it wouldn't be appropriate to invite you into his office without giving you the opportunity to hear a few words from the father of PlayStation, Mr. Keitaro Terabi, who is here with us today.
Hi everyone, welcome all to you to the game show and also to this nice view of PlayStation Ground. So we are excited with very beautiful games with a nice price point for Japanese market. Because they are good shop for everyone in Japan. So I'm very excited with having your support and also the as of the PlayStation, I'm very happy to have my son over media. So I think we are uniting our rocket booster with tons of nice games. So you already played, you already watched. So enjoy the asset. So it's just starting. So PlayStation is just starting. So please welcome to the next entertainment world. So please enjoy tonight. Thank you.
And we are back. Casual Harai.
wear. That was a great jacket that he was rocking there.
He was rocking a nice jacket. So those are the big wigs. They welcomed everyone in there to play a whole bunch of PlayStation.
Those are the men that
games.
control PlayStation.
Yes.
In their hands.
Shall we talk to some of the people who control Gamespot in their hands?
Sure.
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's Ricardo Torres, Jeff Gerson, and Ron McDonald. You guys look all chipper.
Yeah.
From left to right.
Tons of sleep.
How's Japan, fellas? What have you seen? What have you loved? What have you hated?
Stuff. Well, the one thing, though, you should talk about is right after that thing you guys just watched, we were treated to see something. They actually made us turn our cameras off, but they showed us the interface for the PlayStation 3, and Ricardo wrote about it. Want to tell them about the interface?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that different than the stuff that we saw at E3. And they've always said it was going to be like the PSP Cross Media Bar. And that's pretty much what it is, but they have a bunch of new features that they're tucking into it. And, you know, they pretty much confirmed that it's going to be a lot like PSP with firmware updates and whatnot, because they said the interface was never going to be completely done.
But the one thing they showed, too, is the picture thing. That was really cool.
Yeah, they're actually showing that at the Sony booth also, where it's like, it's just kind of this scrolling shot, and these photos just kind of drop down and rest on this table, and it's your photos on these kind of, you know, these polygons falling down. And it'll also have like little notation looking on the table, like showing the month you took the picture or something like that, and that was pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. And then also the remote, like, desktop style functionality for the PSP and the PS3, they showed that, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, they actually asked one of our guys to confirm that the PSP was connected. Just like a magic eye.
That's cool. So that's what. And you guys ought to see a bunch of games there, right? We're gonna later on. We're gonna see Lair and Gran Turismo. What other games were on hand at this Sony After Hours event?
They had one that actually wasn't on the show floor, which was NBA 07 on PS3. It was pretty early, but you know they wanted to try it out because it was one of the games they had running at 1080p.
60 frames too.
Yeah.
It's slick. Looked real nice and smooth. The Lair stuff, Lair looked really cool too.
Yeah.
You use the controller, you know, move around and tilt with that stuff, so that was fun.
Did you see enough to make up for the Sony press conference?
It wasn't a press conference.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a keynote address. You can't really compare the two. You know, the one was just a guy giving a speech. So I think expecting, you know, huge things from that is a mistake to begin with.
So we all made a mistake then.
Yeah, more or less. So, I mean, yeah, they're showing more games there, but, you know, they've got plenty of games out on the floor, and I think a lot of the third-party stuff is really starting to shape up. I think Coded Arms looks interesting, and Ridge Racer is, you know, say what you will about the gameplay. I mean, I played like Ridge Racer, that's either going to do it for you or it's not, but it looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I have one question. They're talking about more games using the motion control, the tilt sensing. What game so far have you seen that uses that the best?
Well, they don't have much. They have Warhawk, which we don't know about. There definitely uses it. Was there anything else?
Well, they say resist.